Nice. Absolutely. Hello, everybody. Awesome. Welcome in.
Good
Man,
evening.
oh man, come folding on in here. Glad to see everybody on tonight as we're going to get things rocking and rolling. Fantastic. Seeing so many smiling faces smiling back at me. I appreciate that. Awesome. Well, guys, look, we're just about, maybe a shade a little bit after, but we'll get things here rocking and rolling. But, just for a couple of 30 seconds or so, why don't you guys go ahead and chime in and let us know where you're chiming in from. I'll go first. My name is Douglas Ford, coming out of Houston, Texas. Who else we got out there on the line?
Denise chiming in from Toledo, Ohio.
All right. I love it. Come on, Toledo,
Bobby
Ohio.
Jones, Southern California.
California, Bobby Jones, welcome. Who else we got out there?
Garfield Lemon out of Orlando, Florida.
Garfield, Orlando, Florida. Absolutely.
Allen, Houston, Texas.
Oh, Houston, in my backyard. What up, H-Town?
Hey.
Jeff Jones, Detroit, Michigan.
Detroit in the house. Welcome, D-Town.
Selena, New Jersey, California.
All right, I heard California, New Jersey. I heard Selena. Hey, sweetie.
Jeff Marlin.
Kevin Brown, welcome, sir. Glad you're here.
Bridget from
Southern
California. Hey, everybody.
All right, Southern California, Bridget, enjoying that sunny California weather.
Anthony Miller, South Carolina.
Absolutely, Anthony, South Carolina, welcome.
Heidi, Michigan.
Maryland.
Heidi in Michigan. I heard Maryland. Yes.
Maryland from Michigan.
Man, oh man. Hey, we are coast to coast, border to border. Do I got anybody on the other side of the water? Who is that?
Elaine, Clear Lake, California.
Clear Lake, California. Welcome, Elaine.
Maryland from Chicago.
Chicago in the house. Welcome, Maryland from Chicago.
Bobby from Maryland.
Oh man, we got another Maryland in the house. Welcome, Linda. Glad to see you.
From Atlanta.
Atlanta in the house. ATL. Well, guys, listen.
Lapina L.R. from Detroit, Michigan.
Hey, go ahead, break the door down in Detroit. Love to hear that energy. All right, guys, listen, we're going to get things rocking and rolling. I don't want to belabor the moment. Guys, I'm going to tell you the same thing Elizabeth Taylor told every one of her 8 ex-husbands. I will not be before you long, so don't worry, okay? So, guys, we're going to get here started. Some of y'all will catch that along the way. But, no, guys, fired up and excited to be able to bring this information. That
Hey, yes. My bad. Let me mute the lines here. Real quick.
Yeah. Go ahead and do that, Terry. I'm ready to roll.
I see. All right, there you go, my brother. Unmute yourself.
Oh, thank you for that, Terry. Terry always getting us right. I appreciate that. He works behind the scenes and making sure that we're all, 10 feet tall and bulletproof, and that we're all steady and right. So it goes without saying, man, thank you for what you do always, all throughout the week. He's working behind the scenes, making sure everything is well-tuned and polished. And, we don't want to take that for granted. So, send him $100 every month and he'll be cool with that. No, I'm kidding. No, guys, listen, man, I tell you, it's literally been it's just wow. It's been insane what's been actually taking place here with this project. I've been in the people space well over, almost close to 2 decades. And I have yet to see anything that can literally rival what I've been sharing now for the last 17 months. That, I can't shut up about this thing. I really can't. I will let those that may be hearing this information for the first time, please understand we are not network marketing. We're not MLM. We're not any type of susu or gifting. And we're definitely not any type of trading platform. So there's going to be no gambling of your money here whatsoever. And I'll get into that information here, but we have so many people that are literally flat out just literally seeing the results as advertised. And we have a lot of influential leaders that, I've been saying for, quite some time. I said, hey, leaders, hurry up, take a look at this, because this is not an operation where just gurus are receiving from a downline. Ladies and gentlemen, what you're going to find here is that we are all scaling together. So many of you guys may have been involved in some of the companies before, whether if it was high ticket affiliate marketing or network marketing even, okay? But I just want you to think about whatever that company was. Imagine with everybody that come in line was all scaling instantly and simultaneously, okay, as we were all just doing a one-time execution. Ask yourself this, would you still be in that company if everybody's cash flow and money was scaling other than just those at the top, okay? And when I saw what was taking place here, when I got started, as I said, 17 months ago, I did the one-time execution, as they said, and literally, as advertised, I received. I had a couple of my friends do the exact same thing. As advertised, they received, and money came to us instantly, with us having the ability to withdraw our money on a daily basis here, folks. So you may see some things that may be similar to maybe some things you've been before, but I can promise you this, if you've never owned your own bank, you have never, ever seen anything like this. So just give me the next 25 to 30 minutes. I'll go through the information. But please, pretty please, if what you hear and see here tonight makes zero sense to you whatsoever, don't allow myself or the person that invited you to pull on your heartstrings or twist your arm to have you come aboard what we're doing. But on the flip side of that, if what I say makes 1000% sense to you, come lock arms with us, folks, because we're literally growing in residual cash flow every single day. People just refreshing their screens, and more money is coming on a weekly, daily, hourly basis with this project. We want just the same for you. So we want you in on it, okay? If you do say the same. So anyway, let me jump right into my information here. I'm gonna share my screen. I was doing a presentation just earlier today for folks in California, and they are just fired up. And they so fired up, they got back on this call tonight because they saw the vision, folks, and they said, oh no. And well, once they saw it, they couldn't unsee it. Shout out to Elaine Curl on there. So guys, listen, we're building a global cooperative bank that escalates residual cash flow, ladies and gentlemen. And we're doing so, folks, leveraging AI, artificial intelligence, and financial technology, okay? And our solution is very simple. It is a reliable and sustainable ongoing residual cash flow with 100% mutual benefit. But there is a catch to our project, okay? And the catch is this, it's actually three of them. Number one, there's gonna be no gambling of your money whatsoever. So zero gambling here, folks. See, we're not one of those percent daily deals where we're gonna be promising people 2%, 3%, and all those companies, just as many of them are getting on the way, okay? It's just the same girl with different color lipstick. Just as many of them are just temporary rug pulling people and taking their money. We're not that operation here, okay? There's also gonna be no delayed gratification here. This is not an operation where you have to wait on a certain number of spots to open or a certain number of positions to open before money starts coming to us. No, ladies and gentlemen, everyone respectively receives from every account after theirs from this day forward. You're literally from every account that opens after you, you're gonna receive 13 times a year from all accounts from yours from this day forward, ladies and gentlemen. And there's gonna be no delayed gratification. The money is instant and always instant, and it's residual. More on that in a second. Last but not least, one of my favorite, this is not gonna be one of those platforms where it's gonna be incumbent upon anyone to have to do something every week or every month, you know, meet certain tasks or quotas. There's no pin levels, there's no ranks. Again, we're not network marketing. So we're talking about everybody just doing something one time, ladies and gentlemen, that's not gonna be required for anybody to do again in a week or a month or a year, 5 years, 10 years, 50 years. And yet, as we scale and grow this bank globally all over the world, it is gonna be growing our cash flow instantly and simultaneously in our success line. And we put a plan of action in place, folks, that anybody that applies it because of the exact science that's built in, with anybody with common sense that just applies it, it will be impossible for anybody to fail because everything is happening to a math mathematical certainty, okay? We are not an investment platform, so there's absolutely zero gambling of your money. We are a bank, folks, not a biz op, nor an investing or trading platform. Our cooperative wallet, that's our digital asset, okay? It employs artificial intelligence, the promise of blockchain, and cooperative funding to create a private member-owned global bank. But check this out, folks. So if you're looking for this to check off one of those boxes, listen to this. Douglas, when can I withdraw my money? Great question. Members can withdraw their deposits on a daily basis, folks, if they so choose. So there is zero holds or restrictions on you withdrawing your money, ladies and gentlemen. And your money in our bank is in stable currency. It is not fluctuating because we're not doing any crypto investing. This is no smart contract. This is no rug pull of any kinds that anybody has to worry about. Our economic value of us doing a one-time automation, it is securing that cash flow is coming to everyone based on how the artificial intelligence, okay, divvies out the money as we grow this bank, okay? More on that here in a second. So guys, this is right here, all the work that's involved. You can earn daily residual deposits predictably with our global system. Let me share with you how it works. Number one, you're gonna create 3 free co-op wallets, okay? All you're gonna be having to do is put in a first name, last name, email address, and phone number of 3 friends by entering their name, email address, and phone number, okay, of 3 strategic partners that you're gonna pay it forward to with a $28 activation token that you're gonna be paying it forward to 3 friends who willingly do the same one time, and also sending them an NFT. So you're gonna be assigning one $28 activation token and one NFT to those 3 strategic partners, co-op wallet in 7 days, one time, who will do the same one time by simply entering your strategic partners' free co-op wallet registration key, and then press assign button, folks. That's all it takes for anybody to do, okay? As I like to say, anybody who can fog up a mirror can do this. Sorry, I think I hit reverse on my arrow there on accident. But this is all the work that's involved here. So as I like to say, ladies and gentlemen, if you and 3 friends can just remember how to spell your name, and then you're gonna pay it forward, $28 activation token to 3 friends that literally do the same, that they're only doing one time as well, ladies and gentlemen, okay? That is the automation of our bank that scales the cash flow for all individuals that are involved, and that's it. There's no more people that we have to involve. There's no more work that's involved. This is it right here. Now, if anybody knows me, I just don't want you to hear that. I want you to see it. So I'm gonna go to the back office, folks, because we don't sell anybody on this project here. We like to take you to the back office and literally give you a demonstration and how this thing functions and operates. So all guests, I want you guys to pretend that you are your bank, okay? So I'm gonna log in here. Now I've already jumped ahead and added just a couple of accounts because I wanted everybody to see and keep this demonstration short. But what I wanna do here, okay? So you see there's already $23.50 that's going across the board, okay? The reason why that money is there, because I'm gonna go back to the global team here, and I've already jumped ahead and added strategic partner 1, strategic partner 2. You see I created these accounts just today. February 26th, February 26th. Notice the system automatically populates them their own registration key. That's like the routing number to your global bank, okay? So you get your own routing number. And right over here is the co-op wallet. This is where your money comes, right here. You're able to check your balance. You can add funds to your wallet. Now these options are graded out, but when your account is active, these are all white live, where you can access, withdraw your funds daily. You're able to send money from one co-op wallet to another co-op wallet. and the money gets to them instantaneous, ladies and gentlemen. And then you can check your invoices and all transactions and deposits are right there. So you literally have your own artificial intelligent accountant, if you would. All automated, hands-free, folks. There's nobody sending to my PayPal or sending, hey, do you want this in Cash App, or hey, do you want this in Venmo? Or no. It is all automated, ladies and gentlemen. Now, listen, I want to do this. I want to go back to the dashboard here, and I'm going to add one person here because everybody's going to create 3 accounts. Now, I already got 2 created, but I'm going to do a 3rd one. Let me see if I have somebody in the audience. Let me do a Martina. Let me see, that's Martin and Edna. So let's do Martin and Edna. Sounds like a married couple's account. Martin and Edna's bank, okay? So I'm just gonna create an email address just for demonstration purposes. Martin Edna bank at coopcf.com, okay? Now watch this, ladies and gentlemen. So this is just as you, to your final 3rd person, you're sending them a $28 activation token and an NFT, okay? You've already done it to 2 people thus far. Now you're doing it to your 3rd person that's gonna be doing the same. So I'm gonna copy this email address, okay, real quick. I'm gonna jump down here and put this code in that I'm not a robot, 29117. And folks, when I hit invite, that is just as if Martin and Edna's account just went active. And look, folks, right in front of your eyes, how long did it take that money to get in your bank? Can somebody say instant? Okay? But this is the ingenious part of our bank, ladies and gentlemen. Not only did your bank just receive social proof, but 9 other people that were in line prior also received deposits that scaled their bank, but it was independent of their involvement. See, that's what we're talking about here, folks, receiving residual cash flow, where you have money coming in that you're not working for, where your money is making you more money, okay? So understand, you are not the only one that received. Everybody else that was in line prior also scaled in their residual cash flow. And that is real money that right now is going to be coming 13 times a year just from your 3 strategic partners activating their account. Well, Douglas, how is the money residual? Folks, everybody's doing a $28 subscription every 28 days. But can I tell you why the subscription is ingenious? Because, folks, we have residual bills. They're like subscriptions. We don't see them that way, but they are, because every 30 days, like clockwork, they come every 30 days, or however often you have them set up. And think about it. You set it up one time, but yet it keeps coming every month as residual obligations and bills. The challenge that people have is that they're trying to trade time for money to take care of residual bills. So folks, successful people have, or they're receiving from a subscription model. Think about it, HBO, that's a subscription model. Netflix, that is a subscription model, okay? Oprah Winfrey Network, that is a subscription model for Oprah Winfrey. The problem is we don't have many people having income coming in off subscriptions, okay? And so with all the monies that you see, folks, those are monies that's coming to you 13 times, even as your money scales to a mathematical certainty. So now watch this. I'm gonna go to another window here, okay? And I'm gonna log into the account that I just created for Martin and Edna. Let me add that tag at coopcf, coopcf.com. And I'm gonna log into that account here real quick. So I want you guys, I'm gonna do the same thing with Martin and Edna's bank. So I'm gonna log in here. Okay. Now, when I log into theirs, they're gonna be at all zeros. Why? Because I didn't jump ahead in their account, okay? But they're gonna do the exact same thing. They're gonna pay it forward to 3 strategic partners that are gonna be doing the same. So they're just gonna be purchasing 3 $28 tokens by just going 3 there and doing 3 NFTs, just like that, okay? But I'm gonna come down here. You see they're all at zeros. You see it says Martin and Edna's Bank at the top. So let's jump down here. Okay, let me just add a couple more people here. Let me add Mr. Anthony. See Anthony there, Anthony. Anthony's Bank. Oh, that's the phone number. Anthony Bank. Just add a, doing this for demonstration purposes, co-op.cf.com. Okay. We add another bank here. Let's do, I see a Gary Linton. Folks coming in here just pausing my typing. It's all good. All right. And we're going to add one more account here. Let's do Freddie Gordon, I see. Do Freddie Gordon. Okay, let's do that again. Gordon. O-N, right? Yeah. Wow. CF.com. Okay. Okay. Now, guys, I could have did those accounts one at a time, and you receive on every account the minute it becomes active. I just went in and just did 3 just so we can jump ahead. Okay. But watch this. So, guys, if it's to mathematical certainty, when you had 3 accounts that came after you that you paid it forward to, and it brought you to 35, well, when Martin and Edna, who are doing the exact same thing, I come down here and put this code in that I'm not a robot. If it is to mathematical certainty, what will their amount be, okay, when these 3 accounts go active? Ladies and gentlemen, are you seeing the exact same amount to a mathematical certainty? So, folks, I need y'all to remember that $35, okay? Because that's literally the only active work that anybody's required to do. Now watch this. Again, as those accounts were opening and becoming active, Martin and Edna received in their bank, but they were not the only ones that made money, ladies and gentlemen. Now there again, that is residual cash flow. Remember, their subscription is $28. The last time I've been in math, 35 is higher than 28, correct? So their subscription is now being covered by their earnings in the bank. So that's why they're not having to come out of pocket anymore. But watch this. Your bank, you already had your 3 that you paid it forward to. Your subscription is already covered. But watch this. As those accounts were opening, did you receive money as well? Let me hit refresh and look at your money, ladies and gentlemen. Instantly and simultaneously. You still have the same 3 accounts. Wasn't no shenanigans going on about somebody adding more accounts in your system. These are the same 3 that you paid it forward to that simply did the same. And if I did the same thing with Strategic Partner 1, they received 35, more money would come to your bank. When Strategic Partner 2 does the same thing, 35 comes to them and more money goes to your bank and everybody else in line prior. Go to your Martin and Edna here. I go to their team, ladies and gentlemen. When Anthony, Freddie, and Gary do the exact same thing, they each are going to receive 35. More money is going to come to Martin and Edna. More money is going to come to your bank. More money is going to go to your inviter's bank, to their inviter, their inviter, their inviter, their inviter, and their inviter, folks. This is how the system works. And all the monies that you see at this point, again, are becoming residually. These are not monies that are just coming one time, ladies and gentlemen. This money is coming residually over and over and over. Are you guys seeing everybody's scale, or did you just see your bank scale? You saw everybody's scale, folks. This is why people are going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs over this thing, like literally, no joke, okay? May let you hear from some of them today, okay, that have just been brand new coming to this thing and seeing that it performs as advertised, okay? So let's go back to the presentation, shall we? Now I want to show you guys how we go about assigning the token, because it's very important that you see the simplicity of this. So guys, as you're watching this, just ask yourself, can you and your 3 friends do what I just showed you? Put in the first name, last name, email address, and phone number. Pay it forward to 3, send them a $28 activation token and an NFT, and they do the same. And now let me show you how simple it is to assign the token. So let me play this here for us.
Let's talk about assigning the tokens here real quickly. So you assign tokens, and this page is going to pop up. And all you're going to simply do is you're going to put in that person's registration key. Very, very simple. So we're going to do an example here. We're going to go ahead and assign a token to this person here, right? And then you're going to come down here, you enter their registration key, and then their name should pop up here. 1 co-op NFT token, and then we're going to come down here, and we're going to put in 1 NFT. You see here it says you have 1 co-op 28 token and 1 co-op NFT available. In your new account, it'll show that you have 3 co-op 28 and 3 co-op NFTs that you purchased with X coins, or however you purchased it through crypto.com, Coinbase, whatever the case may be. And then when you give 1 of each away, you'll have 2 left. And when you give your second one away, you'll have 1 left, so on and so forth. But it's really just that simple. And we're going to go ahead and click assign. It's going to ask you to confirm that that's where you want to send it to. That's it. You're done. Your new account, your new partner has been assigned the token. Their account is now activated. And guess what? You've just earned more residual cash flow.
Ladies and gentlemen, have you seen anything to where there's literally no resistance to the success here, folks? Think about it. There's no chance where somebody has to rely on selling a juice or a lotion or a potion product, okay? There's no waiting on any cycling or rotation. There's no investing of a 2%, 3% daily. We're literally growing a bank just like we've been growing all other banks. See, banks don't grow by robots, aliens, and computers. They grow by the individuals. The only difference is that they had a strategic plan of action that grew their bank, i.e. like PayPal or Chase or Wells Fargo or Visa or Bank of America, because those are all just digital wallets, ladies and gentlemen, meaning you can't access the money outside of those financial institutions without going through the what? The digital wallet. So what these big companies, have sort of, created a monopoly on is simply they're owning the track instead of betting on the horses. See, when you own the track, no matter what is flowing through the track, you are always in on the money. That's what we have here. So we're not relying on a coin to go 3,000x like a lottery ticket, hoping that, oh, boom, we hit it. Folks, we're printing our own money. And we just want everybody in on it. And how many times is everyone only doing the one-time execution? I sort of gave the hint. It's like somebody going through the drive-through asking how much are those 99-cent hamburgers, right? It's 99 cents, folks. We're talking about a one-time execution. And I want you to see we have a plan of action that we put in place, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, let me go back there. Let me go back. Okay, that we're going to share this with everybody taking 1 week, ladies and gentlemen. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I need you to have in the mental part of your brain or write it down. If you don't know if we have a chat open here, but folks, just write it down somewhere. One-time execution. Okay, one time. Okay, because when I say it is just one time, I want that one time to hit you on the forehead like a ton of bricks. This is not going to be incumbent upon anyone to have to continue to do over and over and over again. Okay? That is when the masses can be successful. Okay? When it's easily done and it's only required of one to do it once, as long as you have 3 strategic partners that are doing the same. So here it is. You simply accept the $28 activation token and NFT from your inviter who invited you. Okay? Now, we want you to make sure that you have skin in the game too. So you're going to buy three $28 tokens, three of the $28 activation tokens and three of the NFTs for a one-time out-of-pocket of $125, okay? You're going to simply assign, like you saw, you're going to have their registration key because it's going to be in your back office, and you're going to just assign the token, okay, to your three strategic partners during your first 7 days or 7 hours or, okay, folks, it don't have to take 7 days. So we're just saying a week. One time ever, who will also do the same one time ever. From that, you're going to receive 35. You saw when I was in your bank, your three got in line after you. What was it? $35. It was extra change, but we just rounded it off for simplicity's sake. But then I went to Martin and Etna's account so you can see it's going to happen every time. Did the same exact thing with them. They paid it forward to their three, to each of them, one $28 token and one NFT. What did they receive? $35. Now, if I'd have did everybody, they'd have the same results. But then when we went back to your bank from what Edna and Martin did you also scale from the accounts that got started after them? Yes, you did. But not only you, everyone else that was in line prior also did as well. So I just want the thing to make sense to you as you're seeing the money. And remember, we're only talking about everybody taking a week, everybody only involving 3, and to a mathematical certainty, the results one will have from 10 weeks getting started, okay, from 10 weeks unfolding as this replicates and duplicates forward. So you're doing it in your first week one time. What is it going to bring you to? $35, okay? But again, not only did you make money and receive and had a scale in your residual cash flow, your inviter and 8 other people did as well, instantly and simultaneously. Okay, then what happened? Your friends are doing the exact same thing. So it's their first week, but in total, it's your second week. So you've only been here for 2 weeks now. You've already done your active work. Now, your friends are going to do their active work. What? Pay it forward to their 3. They're doing a one-time out of pocket. Okay, when those accounts activate, $35 came to them just like it happened for you, okay, when you did the same thing. But watch this, though. Watch how more social proof comes to you. You go from 35 in residual cash flow to now 47 in residual cash flow that at this point is going to be coming to you 13 times a year, okay? Now, as your friends got to 35, is their subscription covered? Yes. Are they coming out of pocket anymore? No. Guess what? These guys' first week, 3 weeks total since you've been involved, okay? They do the same 2 steps, the one-time automation. $35 goes to each of them, okay? Instantly and simultaneously, more social proof went to your friends, okay? And more social proof came back to you, ladies and gentlemen. So now you're at $96 in residual cash flow. But let me tell you why you're fired up. Because your friends who haven't done anything since their first week have scaled in residual cash flow as well, okay? Now, I need you guys to pay attention to how many times that I come back to you or come back to your partners or come back to their partners to do any more work, to involve any more people, or to come out of any more money out of their pocket. Can y'all pay attention to see how many times I come back to them to do anything else? So now, these guys who are paying it forward to their strategic partners, understand, we have the control in who we have coming to the bank. Because we're only having those that come in that are going to be strategically doing the same. So folks, hey, the scale of this bank is under our own power. How many times are anyone having to do this? Once. Folks, these guys do the same. They do it in 1 week. Yeah, it's probably more people here than here, but it's still the same execution that everybody's doing one time. They receive 35 instantly and simultaneously. These folks scale. Your friends scale. You scaled again. You're not at $258 in residual cash flow. You're just a month in. This is when your first $28 subscription just came out of your bank. It don't come out of your earnings. It comes from your co-op wallet. Okay? So your business is taking care of itself. These guys do the same one time. Okay? Folks, I didn't say you just only had to involve 3. These guys had to involve 23 each. These guys had to bring in 8. These guys had to bring in 12. Or these guys, they have to do 5. No, you got 3 in line after you. They got 3 in line after them. They got 3 in line after them. Each of these guys got 3 in line after them. These guys each were doing what? Having 3 get in line after them. Folks, I'm not even including people that are probably bringing in more than 3. I'm saying to a mathematical certainty, everybody just having 3 that they're paying it forward to, and that they are doing the same, okay? I'm not even including spillover. It's on the table, but we don't even promote it because we want strategic partners that are gonna do the same. They're only doing it one time. I'm not even including the bonuses that are built in the system as well. I'm saying to a mathematical certainty. See, folks, it's not too good to be true. Why? Because every result is measurable. This is just from everybody getting their 35. So these guys got their 35. Watch what happens. Scale, 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 folks. It's measurable results. And when it's measurable, it's also tangible. These guys do the same. Week 1 for them, 6 weeks since you've been involved. Look where your residual cash flow and your friends and their friends all scale to, 35 to them. Look, they started just like you did. They did nothing more than what you did. This their first week, your 6th week. Scale, scale. Your friends' friends at 258. Your friends are $987 residually. Your bank grows to $2,360, folks. Multiply that times 12 months in a year, ladies and gentlemen, that's over $30,000 annual residual cash flow. We're talking about you're less than 2 months being involved. Please talk to an investor or talk to a real estate person that does rental property and say, you scaling to $2,300 residually in 6 weeks or less, and your only monthly expense is $28. They'll look at you like you're crazy. What? Yes. Okay. And it's to a mathematical certainty. These folks here, their first week, doing nothing more than anybody else did. 35 to them. Everybody money scales, folks. Your friends are now at $2,360. Ladies and gentlemen, that'll cover a lot of people's monthly rent that may have an apartment, okay? Or at least cover some monthly expenses to where that money can be alleviated. Now, there are some times that people have a little stinking thinking and, may say, let come out of their mouth that, well, Douglas, what if somebody allows this to stop? So you mean to tell me that you have $2,360 coming in, that's coming in month after month, covering your bills, your water bill, maybe even some of your mortgage, or covering your rent, okay? To where it's covering your monthly rent where you're living and making your residence, but, oh, you got residual income coming in that you're not working for. Let's turn that off. Folks, come on. That doesn't make sense, okay? So obviously, if this is taking care of your personal belongings, okay, or maybe you're using the money to pay an auto ship in a business that you may be in that you love and like. Maybe you're using the money to give to church and charity and things of that nature. But understand, all this money you're seeing is coming residually. Your money scales to $5,200. That's a $60,000 annual residual income. You're just 7 weeks in. Ladies and gentlemen, $5,000 covers 98% of people's biggest expense, and that's their monthly mortgage. And believe it or not, folks, there's a statistics that millions of people, homes went into foreclosure just needing an extra $500 a month to cover their mortgage payment. We're talking a person scaling them and their family's household residual income to over $60,000 annually in 7 weeks. Good God Almighty. These guys do the same 1 week, okay? They scale to 35. Everybody else in line prior scales. Your friends are now at 5,242 in residual cash flow. Have your friends done anything since their first week? Have their friends who are at 2,360, have they done anything since their first week? No, folks. Folks, this is how it works. And can I just be blunt with you? If it were not happening as advertised, you would have not been invited, if that makes sense, right? These guys do the same, folks. 9 weeks for you, their first week, 35 to them. Your money scales to over $48,298 in measurable, ongoing residual cash flow at a point you'll be receiving that 13 times a year, ladies and gentlemen, because you're receiving from everybody's $28 subscription. Your friends that haven't done anything since their first week, they're at $13,423 that they'll be receiving 13 times a year. Their friends are at $5,242 in residual cash flow that they'll be receiving 13 times a year. Are you the only one scaling in residual cash flow? No. Everybody scales, folks. These guys here, their first week, 10 weeks in total for you, 35 to them. Your residual cash flow has scaled to 193,688, where you're going to be receiving 13 times a year to a mathematical certainty. No one doing the 2 steps no more than one time, okay? And so, folks, we call it the income escalator. And folks, just like an escalator, it's automated. You at least have to get on. Everybody getting on is just doing their 2 steps. Hanging forward to 3 that do the exact same one time, and we just teach duplication, okay? You don't have to be guru qualified here, folks. But I will say many times the biggest challenge, especially for people that's been in the people-to-people space and feel like you've done it all, you've seen it all, they a lot of times come in here and they just overcomplicate what is just so fundamentally simple that a 3rd grader is already mastering, because 3rd graders know how to just get in line. And that's all we're doing here. Get in line, ladies and gentlemen, okay? And we're scaling this bank, leading this initiative all over the planet, and we want you in on it and coming and joining us, folks. So 193,688 a month, folks, to a mathematical certainty, with everyone receiving social proof all along the way. Everyone 2 steps, 1 time. Everyone receiving all the time. This co-op wallet and smart system, folks, is the first blockchain digital wallet purposely designed to passively automate predictable yet scalable residual cash flow for its subscribers. We believe it is the perfect solution for individuals, charities, nonprofits, communities, etc., to offset and even exceed their monthly, annual bills, expenses, overhead, financial funding goals, and obligation with precision, ladies and gentlemen, and mathematical certainty at work for everybody, okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna bring us to a close. You can definitely check us out at our resource hub, is what I like to call it, smarterthanmoney.com, okay? There, we have our resource hub. Well, together, we're building a global cooperative bank on the blockchain. And we have live Monday meetings at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. That's where you are right now. And so you can write that information down or take a screenshot of that. We have other leaders that are doing meetings all throughout the week. Okay. But folks, definitely want to get back in contact with the person that invited you and just accept the $28 activation token. You turn right around and do the same thing. We want you to have skin in the game first, because we just don't want to send you a token unless you're committed to doing the 2 steps. Again, we don't want everybody, folks. We want the willing and eager. We don't want the unwilling or the hope they do it. So we're looking for strategic partnerships. We don't want the hope they do it, folks. We want the willing and the eager. Again, everybody's doing it just one time. Make sense? So folks, I'm going to end the meeting there. I'll open it up for any Q&A. Okay. If anybody has any questions or maybe to clear up some things, don't know where I'm at here. Did I lose the meeting? I hope I didn't lose the meeting. Let's see. Oh, let me stop my screen share. That'll help. There we go. All right. I kind of lost the technology. I said, where am I at? Anyway, guests, have any questions whatsoever, please, pretty please. The only question that's a bad question, the one you don't ask. And we definitely open it up for any questions, any clarity anybody want me to provide. I don't mind doing that as well. Any questions, guests? You can just either unmute yourself. Hey, Linda. Okay, Linda.
What's the NFT? What's the NFT?
So the NFT, that's the non-fungible token. That's our global business ownership. So you get global business ownership. So it's like a deed to the house is how I look at it. And so as your business grows, so does that NFT. It appreciates. So there's value there, and you can actually, you can take a loan out against your business. You can, give it away. You can sell it if you want to, because it's yours.
So are you suggesting that the NFT is the name of your business or bank that you create?
No, that's just what you receive with having global business ownership with your bank. Yes. If that makes sense to you. Okay. Well, no, if somebody, could answer that question, if I didn't.
Linda, we can go over it later. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll help you understand.
Okay.
It's a non-fungible token.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, no. So Selena will get with you, Linda, and definitely break that down for sure. Great question. Was that your only question, or do you have another? Okay.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yes, Jeff. Talk to me.
So you had mentioned about withdrawals. You could withdraw at any time. What happens if at some point in time you want to withdraw funds? Where do you go? What happens, so to speak, in the food chain if you were to withdraw money? So can you kind of explain that? Do you lose where you're at, or you have to start over? How does that happen?
No. I mean, it's your bank. What you want to do, though, when you withdraw your money, you at least want to leave $28 on there to cover your subscription. So that keeps you in position and keeps money flowing through your bank.
Okay, and who's the holder of the initial fee?
Who's the holder of the initial fee? So like when you do when you assign your $28 activation token?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I'm assuming there was a $125 subscription, right?
No. So the $125 is to buy your 3 tokens and your 3 NFTs, right?
Okay.
And those tokens, okay, they're dollar for dollar. And so because our wallet is on the blockchain uses tokens, but those tokens is like real currency. I like to use the illustration sort of like Chuck E. Cheese, that you can't use your own currency in the Chuck E. Cheese environment. You have to, switch it out for their coins to ride their rides and play their games. Since our wallet and bank is on the blockchain, we buy tokens in the amount of the US dollars that we spend. And so when you assign that token, that $28 is instantly being dispersed to other peer-to-peer digital wallets. So the money
Understood.
is coming
Okay.
from us.
No, I appreciate you kind of explaining that. I guess growth is obviously the biggest initiative here. But last question is, how long has this been how long has this been in effect?
Yeah, so the co-op business, it's been a little bit over a year.
Okay, thank you.
You're so welcome. Great question, Jeff. Anybody else have any questions? June, yes. I see a hand up by June.
Hi, good evening.
Hey, good evening. How are you?
Good, good. Excellent presentation.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
I'd also like to know the answer to the NFT question the other lady was asking.
Mhm.
So I guess when you guys find that out, if like maybe in the next presentation you could share that with everybody.
Okay. If there's a leader that would like to take that question, or who invited you to the presentation, June?
Tiara.
Tierra. Okay, that name don't sound familiar.
Rachel.
I know that'll lead up to some leader that can definitely.
Yeah, it's a non-fungible token. That's something that's marketable. They're coming in any form, but it's something that's yours. It's registered on a blockchain. If that makes sense to you.
Yes, it does.
Can I add something also, Doug?
Sure, you can, Bridget.
Okay, the way that money moves on the blockchain is through tokens because it's cryptocurrency. And because of that, it could be translated or converted into any coin in any country. So a non-fungible token just means that it's unique. It's a one of a kind. You know, they used to do those paintings and all that, and they were NFTs or whatever. And all it means is that it's one of a kind. So that when you have that, when you're assigned that NFT to your account, that means that your account will have a single unique address that's connected to you directly. Like Doug mentioned, what that gives you is digital ownership rights so that you with your account that you own, you could will it, you could sell it, you could give it away. There's actually companies that will use that as collateral, your wallet as collateral because you own that. Okay, so all it means is that it is unique. It connects it directly to you. You own it because of that NFT. When you mint it to the blockchain with the NFT, you get this long number. Okay.
Yes.
And so it's just the way that money moves on the blockchain through the tokens, and that token, that NFT is unique to you, if that makes sense.
Yes, that makes sense. Thank you very much.
No problem. June, do you have another question, or was that your only one?
Could you explain the business aspect? You were talking about the NFT and then like making a business out of it. Like, I like for this platform to be my business.
Yeah, sure. I mean, you can assign your LLC. You just put your name in because all the bank needs is just the name, and and also the email address and a phone number. And once you buy the NFT, you buy your 3 tokens that you're going to be, doing the automation with. You're in business. You're ready to rock and roll. You just simply do the 2 steps that we recommend, and literally we have this to be a set it and forget it because you control the 3 partners that you're having strategically partner with you, that they're just doing the same. And literally when they do it, they're going to receive, and instantly more money is going to be coming to you. And so that's just going to duplicate forward.
Thank you very much.
You're so welcome. Yeah, guys, this is not an operation where it's going to be incumbent upon people to have to continue to do it. That's the beauty of it, that we're just literally doing a one-time investment of labor, okay, that just duplicates, and it's scaling everybody's cash flow as a result of that. Yes, Miriam, absolutely.
Yes, let's see if I can get it.
No, I mean, we heard you. You were already unmuted. No, you're still muted now. You're muted now. Let me ask you to unmute yourself. You're still muted. There you go. All right, there you go. I can hear you.
Okay. Tamara Wilson was supposed to be on tonight.
Okay.
I didn't know if she was here.
Tamara Wilson?
Yes.
I don't see. I mean, does she have a question or something?
Well, I thought she might.
Okay. Well, yeah, if she unmutes herself or raise your hand, Tamara, if you have a question, we'll definitely take your question if you have a question. She probably don't have a question. She probably is great, ready to rock and roll. Let me go with Michelle Stevens.
Good evening, Doug.
Good
Question,
evening.
what is the process to from your co-op wallet? What is the process to get it from your wallet to transferring money to your bank account?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have our resource hub, okay? And the person that invited you, they probably already have an account, and they're literally going to walk you through. So we have step by step because we have everything automated to be, to be systematic. So we've already created like a resource hub that has step by step video of how assigning the tokens, how to send money member to member, how to withdraw your money, and it's very, very simple. So you'll basically just go to your co-op wallet. You have to set up a Google Authenticator, a two-step authenticator. That's for security purposes. Anytime you're accessing your wallet, you want security. So you just take a QR code, you'll scan your Google Authenticator, and then it will just say how much you want to withdraw. And you send it right over to, you send it over to your Coinbase or even to your crypto hard wallet if you have a hard wallet. Very simple.
Okay, that makes sense. Thank you very much.
Oh, you're so welcome. Great question, by the way, too, Michelle. Okay, same Michelle Stevens. Beverly.
Good evening, everyone. I don't have a question. I just like to make a statement. I've been in this cooperative for 3 years next month. And I just want to say this. I taught for over 30 years and I never got information on finances until I joined this cooperative. And this is actually my husband's account. When he was on new member orientation, I was ear hustling. So I wanted to get some information and get involved. So I started doing, going over the new member orientation and actually became a coach. So with that being said, I said all that to say that I've been in different organizations and I've been in the rug pools, I've been in the susus and the flowers and all of that stuff, and lost money, of course. But then I was left out there to fend on my own to figure it out and didn't have any guidance as to what the next steps were. And I just like to say to the guests that this community offers new member orientation that takes you step by step on what you need to do to become successful. And those are on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have coaches on the line. And then also on Saturday, we have masterclass where Greg Baldwin and other leaders such as Doug are giving us valuable information that I never got again after going to school, never got information on finances and how to make my money work for me instead of me working over 30 years for it. So with that being said, I think this is, I've never seen anything like this before. And the information that we get on Saturdays and on Wednesdays are invaluable. The district I used to work for paid thousands of dollars to send us to different places to gain this information, and we get it for free on Saturdays and Wednesday nights. So I encourage everyone that's on the line, the guests especially, I'm sure you'll see this and you want to join. Just know that you're not going to be left out flapping in the wind on your own, that there are coaches that will lead and guide you through this whole process.
Absolutely.
That's it.
Absolutely. Well, guys, I invited the gentleman just to really share a testimony, not really of his, but just really, him and his whole organization, because I really want people to understand this is really about everybody winning here, right? This gentleman, he has somewhat of a background in the people space, but I like him to speak from that because, we've seen it all and we've heard it all, guys. Trust me, I have. Close to 2 decades. You've seen and heard some things. And I really believe we're just so in sync in terms of our heart and our passion for people not being a part of all this noise that's going on out here. Now, I'm not here to bash any industry, any company, but I just think it's time out for people, being bamboozled out of their money, being led astray with some of these 2%, 3% daily deals. I mean, it's really getting, to me, I'm be flat, it's just getting ridiculous. And I was looking for something real. And this gentleman was already doing multiple things. Bobby Jones, are you out there? You can unmute yourself.
Of course I'm out here.
Absolutely, sir. If you could just state your background and just what's been happening, how long you've been involved, and just what have you been experiencing since you've been, involved with what we got going on.
Okay. Well, first, my background, I've been in the network marketing industry for 50 years, actually. 1974, I started with Dexter Yeager and Amway. So I've been with a lot of, I always say I've been with good companies, bad companies, and the ugly too. I've never seen anything like this, honestly, in 50 years. And I'll tell you the reason why. I've always had a skill set. I've always been in sales. I've been able to talk to people. I've given, presentations in front of 400 people on a stage. The difference was I knew whenever I went into something that I was going to make money, whatever it was, but my team wasn't. So anytime I invited somebody in, I knew in my heart that the chances of them being successful and making a lot of money or substantial amount of money in the network marketing business was very slim. And it got to me, it got to me to the point where I started doing other things, got away from the industry a little bit and got back into it. The last 10 years, I've been pretty heavy in it online, almost full time. I've been retired for that long. As you can see, I'm old, so I don't work a job. But the thing that I saw when, my enroller was Ian Nimick from Canada. I've known Ian for quite a while. We've been in different things together. And he showed me this right away. I said, wait a minute, you mean to tell me my team makes money the same time I do? And I got so excited, I couldn't believe it. So anyways, I said, if my team can make money and scale with me, I want to tell everybody about this. They don't need a skill set. My skill set doesn't mean anything. I can't be a Douglas Ford or a Greg Baldwin. They can't be me. But I will tell you this. Everybody can duplicate our system because it's that simple. In fact, networkers typically have trouble with this because it's too simple. So what they want to do is they want to complicate it so it makes sense to them. It's not complicated. All you got to do is go and get 3 people. Those 3 get 3 people and you're done. Basically, you're done. Now, if you have a skill set and you have been in the industry for a while, you want to help your team grow. You want to help the ones that do struggle, because in a perfect world, everybody gets 3 that gets 3 is not going to happen. In a perfect world, it would, but this isn't a perfect world. You're going to have some that bring in 100. You're going to have some that bring in 1 or 2. So do this with the right mindset of helping them get their 3. And then if they need help those 3 get 3. I have a lot of people reaching out to me now that want to get in. We have something really big that's coming down the pike, and I won't spoil the surprise for that. But there's a lot of influencers. There's a lot of big organizations that are looking at this vehicle because of the simplicity and that it's truthfully, a residual income escalator where it keeps growing. And, there's a lot of nonprofits out there, a lot of church organizations, anybody that's looking to raise funds for whatever their cause is. This is a perfect thing for them to get involved in. And because it's so simple, anybody can do this. The old advertisement, it's so simple, a caveman could do it. They could do this. So I'm excited. I'm so happy to be working with Greg and my team. it's going to be a wonderful ride.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Bobby, thank you so much for those for that testimony and those comments, man. Guys, we're gonna close it out with one more. Oh, Coach Evie, thumbs up. I thought I saw Betty Bridges' hand up. I guess she maybe put her hand down. It's no bother. GB, did you have your hand up or you just doing thumbs up? Just
Hey,
thumbs
Douglas, real quick.
Yeah. Robert.
Can you
Okay,
put
yeah. Robert, last one. Go ahead.
Yeah, can you put this recording in the group?
Sure I will. Yeah, just for
Thank
you.
you so
Just
much.
because you asked me, I'll do it.
Appreciate you, sir.
Oh, you're so welcome. Absolutely. Fantastic. Well, guys, listen, that's we're a little bit past the hour, but I think everything was well said and well needed. And there again, ladies and gentlemen, just get back in contact with the person that invited you. They have a $28 activation token waiting on you. Literally, when you accept it, they're going to literally show you the social proof that this is measurable and that it works every time, all the time, as advertised, as we like to say. And as we have to conclude, folks, every time we come together, we just don't want to see each and every one of you at the top, but we look forward to seeing each and every one of you most definitely over and over and over the top. You guys take care. You've been a great audience. Go out there and tell somebody about this tonight, folks. Absolutely.
Thanks
Take
from
care.
Arizona,
Have a
Doug.
good evening. Have a good
Right.
evening.
Thank you,
Thank
Doug.
you, Doug.
Thank you, Doug.
Thanks,
Doug,
Doug.
great
Awesome.
presentation.
Great